What's up, beautiful people? I am happy to be back. Kind of. I feel like I'm kind of back. I feel like I'm halfway here, halfway over there. I have been ran through the ringer. My nails are missing off my hands. It's just a lot. A lot has been happening. I'm just happy to be here. But I'm happy to be here nonetheless. So today's video, we're just gonna be chopping it up. We're just gonna be talking about transformation, about reciprocity, about whatever else that comes up between those two subtopics. So buckle up, get comfy, get your snack. Let me go get some water and let's tune in. All right. So I don't know when's the last time I've been up on here, but I am here now. Super thankful for it. I'm turning my lights on. This is the type of vibe I want. I want real chill, come in, get comfy, get cozy. I'm not doing a cinematic system. Like the most you'll get is an intro video, an outro video, and that's it. Like if I'm going to commit to this thing, even if it's like intermittently or periodically, it's got to be real natural, real flowing, okay? So quick check-in. My oldest is... He's in pre-K, y'all. My oldest is in pre-K, and I was really surprised. I was not anticipating me having such an emotional reaction. I think it's because I was like so fixated on getting him there. Like, okay, make sure you're ready. Potty train. Make sure you know the rules. Keep your hands to yourself. Don't make them calm me down here, my boy. So I was just preparing him. So by the time that I released him, I was like, I'm sorry, what? I'm so sorry. What did we just do? I'm so sorry. I just held him. Okay? He came out of my body literally not too long ago. And he's going to school now? Poor K. So the first date, I was just like kind of stuck. I was so uncomfortable. And it was like a gentle grieving of like, okay, we just hit a milestone. And I was like, okay, this is our new normal for right now. Okay. And so it was not nerve-wracking, but I felt dissociated for the first day. Now, we've been in school for 3 days, and let me tell you, the time is going by fast, my boy. The time is going by fast. He's enjoying himself. He's having a good time. And I realized, like, I'm deep in motherhood. Like, this morning, dropped the kid off, took my other baby to the doctor's appointment. Come in here now. My son get off in a couple hours, gonna take him to swim class, then come back. It's a lot of ripping and running. It's a lot of dipping and doing. And so, as we're transitioning with the kids, I'm transitioning because I'm about to start school back up in 2 weeks, and this is the last year before I move into candidacy. The time has been going so fast. It's been going so fast, but I've been enjoying myself. I've really been enjoying the process. I've been enjoying the connectivity. Last week I started my fellowship, so I am a Creative Writing Center fellow. I love this for me. So I'll be just being trained on how to teach academically in a higher academic level beyond like grade school and stuff like that. So that was, the community there, it's just been really cool. It's been really great. So I love the opportunity, and I get to meet everybody in 2 weeks. I get to take a trip, boop, 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 and head over there. So I may vlog, may not. I don't know. I might pop up with a video in the woods. We don't know what this is. This is just a safe space for me to be and exist, okay? So yeah, as we're on the topic of transition, I have been transitioning so daggone hard, okay? One of which I started my sister. Well, these aren't sister locks. These are my micro locks. And I'm so proud. I did a self-install. I'm so proud of these. Maybe I'll put my journey on here. We already know what it is. We already know what this is, okay? It's whatever Drew needs to use it for. Literally, I'm thinking about popping up on here and doing a yoga flow and sound healing now that I got time, space, and opportunity. So again, we just here for the vibes. Take what you need and leave what you don't, okay? But just be positive in the exchange, all right? And we're going to hop in about reciprocity and just in a good minute, okay? We're going to table that. But talking about transition, I've been working with a life coach who is absolutely phenomenal. This woman, she is the God honest truth. And the nature of this life coach is very spiritual. And I told God, I was like, I just want to, I don't think I want to talk about what I want to cultivate. I don't want to, but I'll tiptoe around it. But a part of it is reciprocity. Okay. So, I was telling her, like, I want to curate reciprocity in my life. And we've been talking through it. And this is like experience I've never truly experienced before. I'm literally having someone hold my hand through the process of me integrating reciprocity in my relationships or just in life in general. And I'm noticing I am shifting in real time. I'm noticing like I'm real uncomfortable. I'm so uncomfy. And quite literally, I've been uncomfy for 2 years spiritually. And I'm just like, at what point in time does the transition stop? And I know that to be alive is to transition, is to change. But I'm like, gosh, damn. Can I just have like a moment of stillness, of peace with no transition? Because 2 years ago, my dad died. Then a couple months after he died, I got pregnant. Then I gave birth. So we are now here and I'm still transitioning. So I don't know if I'm transitioning from that birth and still like waiting to settle, kind of like I did with my first son, where I transitioned literally the first 6 months, the first year, I was transitioning real hard. And then I felt like I found a good balance, a good plateau. But now I'm just like, and it's still settling. The dust is still settling, so to speak, of this explosion I went through of life and death, or death and life. So the things that I want are different. And something that I've been saying to myself is it's okay to ask for more. Okay, just as the price of everything else is going up, so is the price to deal with you. And I'm realizing certain friendships I don't want to entertain, and certain things, the nouns. I'm not interested in entertaining the nouns that do not pour into me. And that looks like me doing a real inventory of real time and reestablishing boundaries. Ugh. I am so sick and tired of reestablishing, reaffirming boundaries. They're needed for me. Got it. But I'm just like, as I develop, I'm like, I have to have these uncomfortable conversations every single time. And sometimes I'm a real peaceful person, okay? Very peaceful. I don't want to have discourse. I don't want to have arguments. I don't want any of that. I just want peace. But something I've learned is if I'm not at peace and everybody else is at peace, I don't have peace, girl. So I got to be uncomfy. I'm going to be uncomfy either way. I'm going to either disrupt the flow, or I'm just going to be uncomfy within myself, and that's not going to happen. So I've been having more conversations about what is it that I want? What doesn't look right? What doesn't feel right? And what does it look like to rest? What does rest feel like to you? So I've been asking these real deep questions in myself, and a lot of things have been changing, and I've been seeing a lot of stuff. I said a prayer. I was like, give me eyes to see, baby. One thing about it, two things for certain: be mindful of what you pray, because you will get that answer. Okay. And I saw a lot of things that I was not prepared to see, and I've been dealing with the aftermath of those things, and some of the things will birth beautiful things from it. And I'm being real generic. I'll be more specific as time goes on. If you kind of follow me or catch the vibe, I hold space every October for Emotional Wellness Month. And this year I'm going to do a webinar. In this webinar, we're going to be talking about trauma, but in a more personalized way, because again, if you know me, you know I do like healing work. I'm, about positivity, but a lot of y'all don't know. Y'all have no idea the darkness that I had to kind of drag myself out of with the help of spirit, with the help of my spiritual team. Y'all have no idea. So I'm going to open it up and really share my testimony, share my story of how I transitioned from such a low, dark place to a place that is high vibrational as I continue to keep transitioning and evolving. So yes. So as I'm on here, I want to talk about one of my outward evolutions and transitions, which is my hair. I don't know if I mentioned it. I'm kind of like halfway asleep. I don't know if you can see the bags under my eyes. It's that early morning schedule. Um, but I decided to put, yeah, I started and then I went squirrel. So yeah, I put micro locks in my hair, and I just I'm really excited for this journey. I've been thinking about putting locks in for a while. This is actually the second time I started a lock journey. I started the first time I started when I was pregnant with my son. I'm realizing there's a pattern here. Um, I was pregnant with my son, and after I gave birth, I cut them all off because they were pink and I didn't like them, and I was thinning. My hair was thinning, postpartum shedding. So, um, I experienced postpartum shedding. You can kind of see, maybe here, yeah, some shedding here or hair loss here. So I kind of just left the edges out, so I'm not putting too much tension on it. But yeah, no, postpartum hair loss is a real serious thing. So I cut them off the first time because I was just not happy with it. But this time I'm like, you know what? I'm ready to commit. I've realized, like, if you see my videos, if you just, again, if you keep up with me, then I'm primarily wearing braids like 90% of the time. And if I'm not wearing braids, I'm wearing a fro. So why not? Let's just mix it. Let's just put locks in our hair with curly ends. Let's get the best of both worlds, shall we? And I was also looking for something that was going to be quote unquote low maintenance. Locks are not low maintenance from the research I was doing, in a sense. So I was tired of, like, when I had my hair, like my fro out, I dislike detangling. I'm like, I really don't want to spend 30 minutes sectioning and detangling my hair. I'd rather not. And I asked myself, okay, so what's the trade-off? Would you rather spend, a couple hours out of a month retightening your hair? And I was like, I think I could get the vibe with that, or I could pay someone to tighten my hair. So I was like, okay, I think this is a good thing, and I wanted to start my own journey. One, because I wanted to know I can do it. As much as it's convenient, I did not want to sit for 10 hours to have people in my hair. I've done this. I still have a section here that still needs to get done, but today's a busy day, so I'll probably save it for tomorrow. But I still have. I mean, it took me 4 days to do 90% of my hair. And it was okay. I had it and went and picked my son up, went and made dinner. I was able to move and flow. I didn't want to sit anywhere still for 10 hours. And I wanted to know that I can maintain and do my own hair. It was just special to start my own journey. And the way it looks is like I have mirrors around me. So it's really reaffirming the self-love. And I'm like, wow, I get different aspects of myself. I was like, I'm beautiful. And something I'm really, really working on within my self-love journey is accepting my mom body. Because I saw a photo of myself literally when I was 26. And I was just like, first of all, damn. Damn. And at that time I thought I was really overweight, and so I was just like, I want to be back there, and I have to reaffirm myself, Drew, you quite literally can't go back there. You can have something similar, but you can't go back to a pre-mother body. Like, that's not realistic. I was like, my hips have spread. Okay, these hips didn't push 2 babies out your body. So just learning to be comfortable with who I am and how I'm showing up and what I look like. So my locks the starting of my locks is definitely initiation, aspect of this initiation, an aspect of this journey, me figuring out what it looks like for me to move this body, to heal this body, to come back to a space where I'm not that I'm not happy with my body, but I want to feel more confident in my body. And I have a little apron, and I don't want an apron. So I'm like, how do I work with this body? How do I work with who I am? So quite literally, I'm transitioning literally internally and externally. And I've created systems around me to support that transition. Going back to the coaching, going back to counseling, and friend groups, and redefining what friends are. So I'm rambling, and I hope it makes sense, but lots of things are moving. So on the discussion of reciprocity, my friendships have been one that's always, like, my relationships in general, the cost has gone up with me in all facets. When it comes to working, I'm asking for big money. with corporations. And I'm not diminishing. Like, I think I pitched a 5-figure deal and they were talking about that they could only offer me 3 figures. I'm sorry. Respectfully, I cannot align. I cannot align there. Where I'm at in my journey, academically, spiritually, physically, like everything, I have gleaned so much wisdom and information that I cannot quite literally offer that. And not to toot my own horn or be hubris or anything like that, the information that I have quite literally changed my life. It's helped change the clients that I worked with. It at the bare minimum, it's left a lasting impact in their life. And I'm going to be offering this up to people's corporations and employees and stuff like that. I need to be compensated fairly. It's not the fact that I'm providing information, I'm providing life-changing information, resources, things to help people. So I gotta be paid. I gotta be paid appropriately. You know, I'm building an empire. I want sustainability, and the price has to reflect that. I don't want to be like consumerist and outpriced or anything like that. And I think what helps me feel good about that is I have different price points. So if you want to get into it, and it's just going to require you to read. I got a book, $20 online right now. Go to my website. It's link in bio. You want the physical book? It's coming. If you want to just free content, go on my social media. It's far few in between now. I'll be posting. But I think I like that. We'll table that. I like to post far few in between. I don't like to be so accessible because I don't need to be. Because I have my own life. And again, I'm reciprocity. Like, what am I getting from this? I mean, I'm posting, people see it, but those posts aren't turning into actual consumers per se. So, I mean, I have free stuff. I have this lower end stuff. I have one-on-one coaching. So if you want my time, and keep in mind, I have 2 children. I'm going to school for a doctorate. I'm in a fellowship now. So I have a lot on my energetic plate. So to secure time with me, that price is going to reflect it. And then if you want me to speak for your corporations and your businesses, I can do that, but that price is going to reflect it. So I'm really asking for reciprocity in every facet of my life. So in my interpersonal relationship, it looks like, hey, I'm overwhelmed. I need you to pick this up. I'm talking about alignment, load optimization. Like, this is too much. I'm going to bed exhausted while you feel well rested. I need you to do this, and being unapologetic about it and asking for help. Something I've been working on is literally just saying, I need help. I need help. I need help. And it's been empowering to vocalize and say I need help. So that's been good. And friendships, I'm realizing just as you would do with dating, like, okay, I like this, but I don't like this. I'm doing the same thing with friendships, and I didn't realize it. And I realized, like, okay, just because I like a person doesn't mean they have to be so close to me. And how I show up in this friendship is telling me that I may not like this person as much as I thought I did. You know what I'm saying? An example that's coming to mind, I used to have this so-called friend, and it dissolved, as it should have. And I was stuck hurt at the end of it, like, why did it dissolve? And I took some time to really reflect on the friendship, and I was like, I don't think I was fully showing up as a good friend here as I would normally. And the reason why I'm not showing up as a good friend is because I didn't want to show up in that space. I remember telling her, like, she was going through something that she selected for herself time and time again. And I tried to tell her. She didn't want to hear it. She was lying to herself, so she was lying to everybody else. And I was trying to, be supportive. But for me, after a while, you keep making the same choice. You're a willing participant, and I no longer want to be in the loop of your foolishness. I don't. I say that with so much love. If you want to be stuck on the loop, be stuck on the loop over there. Call me about something else, okay? And it may sound real harsh, but that's just a boundary I have. Because I'm not going to be calling you about the same stuff. I'm not. If I am, I'm going to a counselor. And I was just like, okay, well, you're going to have to deal with that on your own. And I set that boundary, and I felt like such a POS. I was like, oh, that's rude of me to say that. But I mean, it was what it was. And I also noticed that I don't think I was as close. When I really love someone, when I really value them, and want them around, I will do things for them. My love languages, I speak all the love languages, but if I cherish you, it's acts of service. I will do something for you. Spending money, okay. Affirming you, okay, that's easy. Quality time, okay, we could do that. But if I like show up, like if I take time to get in the car, drive, and physically be there to support you, I mean, I F with you heavy. And she had an event, and I was with her through the process of, okay, did you get yourself set up? Okay, do you need help? I was with her through the process of like figuring things out, and affirming and encouraging. The day of, quite literally, my mom had something going on. I had another friend of mine, she had something real heavy going on. None of these things had anything to do with me directly, but it impacted my emotional and energetic energy to where I was like, I literally don't have any more to give out. Like, I'm exhausted. And I was like, I can't help you with this. I can't help you the day of this event. And it was upsetting, and rightfully so. I would be upset too. Like, but you said you'd be there. And it just showed me like, it just wasn't something I had valued to overextend in that way. And even still, I think back, like, would I overextend now? Probably not. Like, even within my friendships, I try to be as communicative. Why do I say communicative? I don't know. But I try to be as transparent as possible and just be like, honestly, my energy, I really don't have it to give to you in that way. Like, I can help this way, but it's not going to look like me being physically present. So yeah, so that's just something I've noticed. I was just doing an inventory on past friendships, and even current friendships that are dissolving or reshaping or moving. And I'm like, okay, so what's up with this? And I'm like, okay, well, what I need is different. And doing energetic inventory of, okay, if I'm constantly giving out and not getting anything back, that's not someone I want to keep so close to me. I want to just push you a little further. So yeah, I've been exploring reciprocity. Another thing that I've been exploring is making myself small to be accepted. I effing hate it. At this current phase of my existence, I hate it with every fiber of my being. I despise it. I think I can't, before in my life, I would really box myself. I would really just make myself cute and prim and proper so I could be accepted and loved. And now it's just like, I'm going to be loud. I'm going to be brash, whether it's right or wrong. Like, this is what it is. And something I'm finding that's really just grinding my gears are my family members who have different spiritual belief systems than I. And I think I'm a pretty open person. Like, okay, talk to me about your belief system. I don't give a shit what you believe in, as long as it's not hurting anybody and you're out casting demonic spells. I don't care what you do, as long as it's in love and light and it makes you feel like a better person. And I really wish that I received that in every relationship that I'm in, because some of my family members who align with Christianity, they could just be so dense. Like, they could just be so closed-minded and suffocating and insulting. And I'm kind of stuck with the space of, do I push them further back? Do I not talk about certain things? And I'm like, well, I'm a very spiritual person. That's just who I am. It's not my whole person, but it's literally everything I do is based off of spirit. Like, if I'm looking at a tree, I'm like, I'm gleaning the messages of the trees. Like, everything is mystical and magical over here with me. And I don't want to box aspects of myself so I can be more understandable for you. I'm not doing it. Sorry, not really. And I don't know how to necessarily maneuver that in love. I don't know if it's possible to still exist as myself in a space that's feels so restricting and insulting. I don't know what that feels like. I don't know how to maneuver that. So, like I said in the beginning, I'm transitioning in real time, and I'm reestablishing what certain spaces are, what it looks like, what it feels like, how I want to exist in it. So, but okay, y'all, don't let me be the only one talking up on here. You know, this is my safe space. This is my little bubble. what are y'all working on? For those who are spiritually attuned and aware, what lessons have you found yourself going through right now? Because it seems like a lot of us, if we're all on this enlightened path, it seems like we're all doing massive transitioning, massive reestablishing boundaries and structures. And the word systems has been coming up so much. Systems, putting systems in place, redefining systems, blah blah blah. What are you working on? I want to know. Put it in my comments section. Share this video. Go check out my stuff. I appreciate it. I really do. Your support allows me to be the magical little fairy that I am. Okay. Until next time, I think I did pretty good. Instead of waiting 3 months, it was like 1 1.5. But until next time, I'm sending you so much love. If you know of anyone who could benefit from some positive self-talk or how to navigate the internal landscapes of themselves in an academic, professional, or just personal sense, send my information, my website, to your HR, your wellness coordinator. Send it to a friend. Send it wherever you feel good, wherever's aligned. But put your girl out there. All right, y'all, have a great day, week, month, life. Bye.